go ahead and begin. So let's begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open. Hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. And try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning. We also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. Then we begin to let go of attending to the outside world, constraining our awareness just to the body and mind. Begin to concentrate that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air as it moves into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Giving ourselves the instruction to notice quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and then without judgment or frustration, lifting our awareness up from those distractions and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, we generate a broad, altruistic motivation for our time, taking a moment to intentionally try to expand our altruistic intention to include countless sentient beings within the field of our practice by seeing oneself as the recipient of this vast interconnected web of kindness that flows from all sentient being to oneself, recognizing all of the ways in which we have benefited, are benefiting, and will benefit from this field of kind mother sentient beings, and developing the wish to repay that kindness. Recognizing that by developing my mind, my potential, expanding my capacity, by deeply familiarizing my mind with virtue, by reducing and ultimately eliminating the influence of non virtuous, destructive states of mind, by engaging in this path of inner transformation, I can become wish fulfilling for sentient beings and can truly repay their kindness. So we take that as the purpose of our time. And with that motivation, we'll continue expanding on this theme from last week, where we started thinking of reframing challenges, difficulties, seeing their benefits in our spiritual life, our spiritual development. And the root of that process is overcoming the mind of self cherishing. The phrase self cherishing can sound positive. We should hear it as self absorption, selfishness. It isn't a mind taking care of oneself, but it's a preoccupation with one's own interests above those of others. And this mind is the mind that gives rise to the label of problems, as the mind of self cherishing wants only ease. The mind of self cherishing is fragile, unable to embrace difficulty. So we'll think today about the shortcomings, the disadvantages of following the mind of self cherishing. really think that this tendency, this habit of mine to see my own points of view, my own interests, my own desires as supreme generates conflict, argument with others, and generates anger in the mind in the face of criticism or in the face of being slighted. So begin to think back over the past months. Is that true in your experience? Does the mind of self cherishing cause that kind of interpersonal conflict? You can think how this mind generates envy toward those who possess what we would like, how it fuels competitiveness against those who we see as equals, and arrogance toward those who we feel superior toward. Again, think back, are those experiences that you sometimes have? Notice the quality of your mind in those memories. Is the mind painful, closed off? Does it have that fragility of self centeredness? Think too that the energy of this mind of self cherishing that seeks only comfort, ease, is a mind that is making it difficult for us to find the space for our practice, to really implement the advice of our teachers, to train the mind. Instead, we often fall back into old habits that seem more comfortable, blaming others instead of changing our minds. And think in your own lives, is the energy of self cherishing manifesting sometimes in those ways? And think how following the mind of self cherishing again and again is driving the engine of my own samsara, my own continued experience of unenlightenment. It's feeding the mind of ignorance, attachment, hatred, blocking the experience of enlightenment from dawning in my mind. By contemplating these points, try to generate a clear understanding that all of my problems and all of the problems in the world come from the self cherishing thought, the mind that places one's own interests, desires above those of all others. Try to see clearly that the mind of self cherishing has harmed me greatly in the past, is harming me now, and unless I can put an end to it, will constantly harm me again and again in the future. It is my greatest enemy. There is no disease, no internal or external event more harmful than the mind of self cherishing. Be strongly determined to avert this tendency, this habit, when it arises. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, which has generated positive energy in your mind. And think that that positive energy is something that you freely offer for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly when that positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so that I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. And may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.